Welcome to HP's free Zoom open mic.
I hope you got your jokes. I hope you're ready to have fun
Because that's exactly what we're going to do tonight, all right? So get ready, get your jokes, get set, go, 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 go.
Who is saying taka taka? Who? Who do I have to mute? Who do I remember? I mute people. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mother. Hi, guys. I was waiting for Helene. Helene. All right, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for waiting. Thank you for putting up with my taka taka music. Okay, you fucking guys. I swear, I feel like I'm at you ever see? No, you guys have been at a peep show, have you? Come on, guys. I know you have.
Yeah, never.
Come on, you guys. All of you has been on a peep show.
From behind the glass.
Yeah, from behind the glass, really?
In a peep show, yeah.
Oh. You guys have been behind a peep show.
I like peeps. They're the ones at Easter. The
For
marshmallows.
some reason, I believe you, Richie. I think
That's the only peep show I've ever seen.
he walked in and everything went. All right. Let's begin this festivities.
Outside of the peep show.
Yeah.
Outside of Peep Show. Remember when
says-
42nd Street was really the red light district?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
That's what it was.
All right.
Almost back.
We're almost back. What are you kidding me? I don't want to go back to that. Come on. Then I'm getting out of there with my motorcycle. If that's going to happen. All right. So thank you for coming to HP's free Zoom open mic. Remember, I'm going to make the that you're going to be later on HP Oddcast on YouTube, and check me out on Instagram. And right now we're live on Facebook. That's why I was delayed, because for some reason Facebook was kicking me off, and I realized that I wasn't contributing to their fucking causes. So they said, hey, cut them off. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck do I got to do around here, huh? Do I have to go Morse code on you motherfuckers, huh? Okay, there you go. HP going live right now. Everybody, please come aboard. All right, thank you for coming aboard. Let's get this started. We got a couple of people on tonight, so they've already told me that if I don't get them on first, they're not releasing my kids, so they're going on last. Fuck them, keep them. I don't give a shit. All right, so let's begin what I wanted to say first, and I got it all down. And okay, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Okay, let's talk about it because he is in the room. Let's just make him known. All right. There you go. All right, let's make him known because, hey, I wonder if we were all either not glued to our TVs or we were doing heroin like I was. I mean, I was praying. I was praying. You didn't hear that, right, Ma? Good. So you go heroin? Yeah, that's a hero. That's a woman hero. Okay. All right. All right. So back then, hey, how many are still calling this coronavirus the China virus? No more, no more, people. It's no longer China. Now it's the Africa virus. All right, because it's called now not the China virus, but the global virus. Okay. Because no more I have to hear about the China virus because they didn't do it. They fucked up, but they didn't do it. All right. So how many saw ex-president go and give his last speech? How many saw that? I had to check it out because I was like, where now that he's leaving is my comedy material coming from? He's leaving. What the fuck? I got nobody to talk to. So I had to pay attention. And the one thing that stuck in my craw was that he said 75 million was a record votes. Thank you. but I think he should have finished the sentence with 75 million was record votes. Thank you, white Nazi supremacist globalist theorists. Okay, and they're gonna be looking at this video going, "Hey, can we track his IP address? That fucking mustache, because come on, that's all I thought about. What are you kidding me? I mean, they kept chanting USA, USA. I mean, okay, they were chanting, but who are these people? Did you see that they panned around and you got to see all 12 people? I was like, yeah, that's great camera work. I love it. All 12 people were going, USA, USA. The FBI was telling him, keep it down, keep it down. We can't hear the president. Ex-president. All right, so... And then all of a sudden now he starts thanking people and he says now if things go really well, look, the stock market is back. I mean, where did it go? Hey, whoa. Yeah, he said, because of such a great job. No. The stock market is back and doing fine because you left. Right? Let's put it in its own perspective there. All right. So I don't know. He said the vaccine would have taken to 10. I like the way he went backward in years. He says the vaccine would have taken 10 years. No, maybe 5, maybe 3 with this new administration. Right? He just went backwards. What the fuck? They're supposed to do it faster. So I don't know. Those are the last comments of him. And when that plane went by, I was like, yeah, all right, take out the cowbell. Let's start the party. Come on. Come on, let's start that party. Because, hey, we got to, hey. That's right. Take out that whistle and start laughing. Because everybody was like, phew. All right. Everything good that happens is because of me. That's what he said. Everything good. So good luck. I'm like, I don't think we need luck anymore. All right. So that's enough of that. So that's enough of my rant. I had to do that because I'm encaged in my little den down here. So let's start off the show. Let's start it really fast. When this happened, and I swear to you, I got it straightened out for this show because I ain't going through that embarrassment again. I don't know about you guys, but I turned red because last week it didn't work out. This week is going to work out perfect because Jose has got professional headphones. Yes, I like that. All right.
I had him on last week.
Yeah, he's like an airplane pilot, except we're not flying. All right, that's nice. All right. Hey, you're my Captain Sully, Jose.
As long as my mic is working, that's all I care about.
That's what she said.
All right, so let's begin. Let's begin off the first segment of HP's Free Zoom Open Night. You know what this means when you hear...
It's HP's Free Zoom Picture Time.
Yay, Picture Time. All right. And I was out and about this week, getting you all the lowdown on what's going on. All right. It's picture time, everybody. All right. So I went out and I said, you know what? I have to go out and take pictures because this is a historical event. We have a woman vice president. So everybody, I mean, this is historical. I have a daughter and I'm glad that she saw that anything is possible. No, that just proves you got to move out. You got to move out. Okay. That's for the new administration going in. All right. And I wanted to share with you guys a couple of pictures that I did for my Zoom show for you guys. One of them was, I got jealous that everybody was taking pictures of him. And I said, you know what? I'm jealous that nobody, hold on, let me set this up. Everybody was taking pictures of him except me. Okay, so I went out there with my camera and I asked him, can you please pose for me since you're everywhere on this planet? And he agreed to it. So I'm going to show you. He's supporting my HP Free Zoom open mic tonight. And he did pose for and here it is. And my own. All right. He said, I will pose for you. I'm like, yes, thank you. I appreciate you. You just made my free Zoom verified. Thank you very much, Bernie Sanders. Okay. So there you go. I had to do that. Okay. And And then I said, you know what? Let's not stop there. Okay, let's continue. And you know what? Because you guys are special, I started wondering how they were going to get into these inaugurations. Did you hear that somebody got arrested? They got arrested with armaments and guns and weapons. And I was like, how foolish are you idiots to try this while this is the safest place on the planet? So I went down there and I wanted to see how they did it. And I found this. I found this on the street and I took a picture of it and I found out why they got busted. You tell me if this would have worked. Right? They used this as an official government pass, okay? And he didn't even get the name right. He puts Mr. Melanoma. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? He lives on 999 Nevermind Drive. Are you kidding me? Come on. No wonder he got busted with that, okay? And then I started scrounging a lot more. I said, wait a minute. If this guy tried to get away with it, I wonder if he tried any more. So I started looking around the grounds of after the inauguration, and before you know it, I found another ID, same perpetrator. Okay, he was trying to get into the Capitol, and I saw that he dropped this at the front steps. Here you go. A Virginia driver's license, and he didn't even put a name. He just put quality fakes. Nice. All right, there you go.
Reddit, Virginia.
How can you think you were not going to get busted with this ID? All right, so there you go. As you can see, I trimmed my nails for this picture. All right. Okay, so let me stop sharing that. And since I was so close to the White House, I said, you know what? You guys have been with me. I got to keep going the extra mile for you guys. So guess what? I did go in there. I did go into the Oval Office. Okay, believe it or not. Yo, yeah. And I said, wait a minute. This is how it was left. I thought there were protocols, but I took the picture before they deported me from the Oval Office, and this is the picture I have. That the minute Trump left, this is how he left it. Can you believe it? I can't believe I took that on the wall. He wanted to prove he was here, so what did he put? Trump was here. There you go. I didn't know he was into like leaving laundry baskets and everything else. And he said, the hell with that. All right. So
That's pretty funny.
everybody was asking, what did he leave on this particular desk where he left all of this garbage? Okay. All right. Everybody was asking, excuse me, Mr. President Biden, what kind of note did he leave on your desk? And he didn't tell anybody, right? He was like, it was very generous. Okay. So I happen to have taken a picture of the note he actually did leave behind, and I want to share it with you guys because you guys are special. Here it is, the secret note Trump left for Biden on the Oval Desk White House. Here you go. Roses are red, violets are blue. Wouldn't it be funny if you found me under the desk? Oh, and look, he even corrected it. So I was like, I gotta show these to my HP oddcasters. There you go. So don't ever say I never risked my life to show you anything. So, all right. So let me stop doing this. Let me stop doing this. Let me start doing this. See that? And let me give you one of these for putting up with my shenanigans. Thank you very much. I hope you like those pictures because I nearly got deported back to Queens for that. Okay. So, all right. So let's continue. This time I did do it correctly. So when you hear this, and I know this is Jim's favorite melody, let's go, everybody.
It's HP's free Zoom polling time. It's time to vote, exercise your right, and flex those fingers.
All right, this is when we all take polls. Or this is when we all take polls, or as he said last week, HP, I'm glad you skipped the survey. The survey. I'm like, holy shit. He called it a survey? Come on, man. What are you kidding me?
Who said that?
Oh, Ziggy. Ziggy said, I'm glad you stopped the survey. I'm like, oh.
By the way, he said he couldn't be here tonight. He
Oh, I'm gonna
apologized. He
miss
said
it.
hello.
Oh, he's a big shot now that he won Judy Carter's
One joke. The one joke.
joke-a-thon. I'm glad. Huh? He's too big for us now. Huh? Now, congratulations to him. Congratulations to him. He deserves it. He's a funny guy because he puts up with all your shit, not mine, your shit. All right. So you know what this means. Every time we start this music, put on your glasses. Of course, you can't see these questions because you're out there in Zoom land watching us. You should be in here. Thank you, Lana, for showing up. Finally, I don't know what happened with you, girl, but you showed up late like always. Okay, here we go.
It's HP's free
that's not that one.
polling time. It's time to vote.
Yeah, well, all right. Shut up, HP. All right, here we go. Put on your glasses. We're launching polls now. This time I did get it right. Here we go. Okay. What was Trump really doing on the day of inauguration? All right. Finally acting president in the mirror, presidential in the mirror. Finally went to look for Melania in the White House. Surrounded himself with MAGA hats. Yeah, that's what he did. Demanded all White House briefings sent to Mar-a-Lago, or he demanded a recount of all his stuff as he's moving. What did he really do during inauguration? Come on, you guys. Finally acting presidential in the mirror. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm finally gonna do it, people. Oh, this is such a democratic state. I would never survive outside New York. All right, let me end the poll there. Let me share the results. What was Trump really doing on the day of inauguration? 60% of you said demanded a recount of all his stuff as he's moving. Yeah, all right, you guys are fucking hilarious. Thank you. What kind of options do you have? What kind of options do you have except these stupid questions? All right. So let's start. Remember, there's only 4 questions, so remember, please bear with me. Let's start the music. Let me start. Poll number 2, launching. During the impeachment hearing, what was said by Republicans? What did you expect when you pick on President Trump for so long? You didn't impeach BLM protesters, so why are you doing it to Trump? Come on, the poor little guy only has a couple of more days in the office. Well, you know, if we impeach everyone who talks passionately, this Congress would be empty. Impeach, impeach, impeach. All you Democrats do is impeach. And but. During the impeachment hearing, what was said by Republicans? You vote now. And one of them is a true quote. I couldn't believe it when I heard that shit. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, during the impeachment. All right, let me end the poll there. Let me give you the results. During the impeachment hearing, what was said by Republicans? Hey, this is a slim margin there. You guys said 33% of you said, but, he didn't. All right. All right, let's stop. Hey, 25%. All right, come on. The poor little guy has only a couple more days in office. Come on. The one that was really said was, if we impeach everyone that talks passionately, this Congress would be empty. I was like, holy shit. All right. All right, let me stop sharing that. Okay, let me start the music. We've got 2 more left. Launching poll number 3 now. Launching. When Trump left the White House, what did White House staffers say? Quick, run! Finally, no more of that smell. Melania, you can come out now. And we switched the locks to make sure. What do you mean he said they'll come back in some form? I'm getting dizzy. These are so funny. When Trump left the White House, what did White House staffers say? You tell me what they said. Hey, quick, run! Like the Roadrunner, man. They gotta run out of there. Run out. Finally, no more of that smell. Melania, you can come out now. All right, let me end the poll there. And hey, you guys split on that one. All right, when Trump left the White House, what did White House staffers say? You two answers, you put 38%. One of them was Melania, you can come out now. And the other one was, what do you mean he said they'll come back in some form? And that's a true quote. He did say that. I looked it up. I'm like, why? How is he going to come back? As a tiger? I'm coming back as a lizard, a lizard. I'm like, oh shit. Here we go. He's coming back. Hey, come on. All right. So let me stop that. And let me bring up the last of my surveys. Ziggy said, survey. I don't want your surveys. Okay. Let me start the music there and launching poll now. Now that Trump is out of office, what will MAGA supporters do? Pretend he's still there, start plotting against Hawaii and storm a volcano. They will demand a new American flag with the letters MAGA somewhere in there. They will pick on each other for not trying harder. They will try to ban the use of that language they call taka taka taka. They will demand all Americans speak American and not English. Yeah! Damn goddamn people! Speaking that MAGA taka taka language. They will demand all Americans speak American and not English. I'm never watching that HP goddamn Zoom. All right, let me end the poll there. You guys are great. All right, so now that Trump is out of office, what will MAGA supporters do? Let me share the results. 36% of you says they will try to ban the use of that language they call taka taka taka. All right. Now let me stop sharing. And who was the one on my Zoom saying taka taka taka? All right, guys, you guys were fabulous for participating. And let me, clap for yourselves because hey, my sound effects is right there. All right, guys, thanks for participating. Okay, so let's begin the show. Let's start off the festivities. Remember, it's not all about me, even though my family keeps telling me that it's all about me. I mean, come on, I'm only narcissistic with you guys. Okay, so let's begin off with a little bit of a fashion show because hey, she has to go first because she's not releasing my kids if I don't. And I was like, I don't know, kill them. Anyway, here they go. Let me start her off. There you go. She's performed with me before, and she's going to perform with me now. Please, round of applause for Lana Siebel, everybody.
Hi.
Lana Siebel.
Thank you.
Thank
you, HP. Guys, keep it going for HP. This is a fantastic show. This isn't a mic.
There you
oh
go.
my
Thank
God.
you.
Wow. This is fantastic. HP, I didn't know you had a whole quinceañera Latin dance vibe going on. I love this. I would have worn I was actually, HP knows this, now I'm performing live to you from my kitchen, but I was a Latin dancer. I was ranked 7th in the United States. My peers are on Dancing with the Stars. But I had the worst Latin dancer stage name ever. It was actually Svetlana Feldman. It was so embarrassing. It was so bad. And an HP knows I would perform, internationally in England, and the announcer would be like, and now dancing the sexy cha-cha-cha, Svetlana Feldman? That can't be right. That was my Latin dance days. I gotta tell you, I'm so happy to see HP. HP. I agree with you. Like, a lot of people are like devastated because they're gonna miss Trump sensationalism and drama, and a lot of TV talk show hosts are gonna be out of jobs. But like, personally, I love the sound effects. I won't miss all the deaths that he's directly responsible for.
Oh.
I should mention I'm Jewish, so I definitely also won't miss all the Nazis. Yeah, I gotta tell you, like, I don't know, how can you still call yourself a Nazi in this day and age when you haven't killed one Jew? I told you I was Jewish. I could make that. It's just, it's a weird time. It's like only in America can Nazis and Jews storm the Capitol together, hand in hand, fighting for the same cause. I'm gonna go on with the Nazis. Fun times. Yeah, Nazis, they're so old-fashioned, so outdated. It's like, in the 90s we had swing music come back, and luckily that lasted for just a very short time. It was like a fad, and it went away. But the Nazis, they're overstaying their welcome at this point. I thought I was gonna have to retire this joke, but I think it still holds up. I have to tell you, like, I've never cared about an old man this much. Every time Biden goes up to the podium, I'm like, no, why are there stairs there? Somebody help him. I'm gonna need those sound effects like all the time, because nowadays, I am from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, but at this point in my life is like Sunny in Philadelphia. That show. I don't know if you guys seen it. Yeah. I'm the only female character. Every time I walk into the living room, my husband and 8-year-old son, they're like, boo. You're ruining our vibe. Yeah, my husband's like, guys. I know. I have to start making my jokes and then waiting for the laughter. So this is good. Thank you.
Wait for it.
It's like a drug. Yeah, my husband's like the 3 guys, and my son is definitely like the Danny DeVito character because he's short and he throws up all the time. By the way, how much more time do I have? This is like too much fun. I'm never getting off HP. I'm going to be here until.
Keep going. It's not
right.
strict. Everybody.
All right, perfect.
Except for Jeff, we're okay.
Everyone.
I'm gonna start ending on this, guys. So I when I got with my husband, he was a lot heavier. I was a lot thinner. I mean, now we're like pretty much the same weight. But I gotta tell you, I love the chubby guys. I'm a chubby chaser. Love the fatties.
All right, there you
go. I love the fatties. And like at first, I was really flattered. But it was like when you date somebody much like really chubby, it's like a bat signal goes out to all the other chubby guys, and I was really flattered. All these chubsters would come and they'd woo me with Philly cheesesteaks and pizzas. Yeah, but after a while, it got too much. So I had to move to a very steep hill. So only the ones. Only the very determined ones would follow me. So I'm gonna end it on that. This was so much fun. I'm still coming back.
All right, Lana, thank you very much. Break
Thank
a leg
you.
wherever you
Thank
go,
you.
not physically, but we all know what that means. Okay?
I love you. I miss you, HP. I can't wait
Hey,
to see
I
you
do
live.
too. Come on, you
miss
know,
you,
hey.
buddy.
And
You're
I,
the best.
I miss us doing all of this.
Yes. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
You did such a great job with this. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Look at
Lana.
that. I got a seal of applause. Mel, what the hell's wrong with Mel? He keeps coming in and out like a hooker. Come on, guys. Mel, you all right? God damn it. Come on. You're not, come on. All right, let's give him his little. All right, so we began with girl, boy, girl, boy. We're gonna keep that festivities going. Right now, we're gonna introduce a boy, okay, and we're gonna get this going because hey, this is what I'm gonna put on as we introduce him because hey. All right, there we go. Please, round of applause for this guy who shakes and rolls for everything you send his way. Round of applause for Richie, the head, everybody.
All right, Richie.
All right. As you all know, I am Italian. So I asked my parents, what kind of Italian am I? Am I Sicilian? I am Napolitan. My parents said, well, you're 90% Stunad and 10% Olive Garden. My mom had me at 42, a change of life baby. First, I want to thank my mom for having me at such an older age. I
Yeah.
want to thank my dad for still being into my mom. And I want to thank the druggist for calling Starks for closing the store a little early so my dad couldn't buy a condo. You know, and I love these fusion restaurants. I just tried this new fusion one, Asian Italian fusion. It's called Funguls. Their signature dish is some wop slop.
Oh.
They just opened up a Christian-based burger joint in my neighborhood. It's called Holy Cow. Their slogan is, have it Yahweh. So I ordered the Lamb of God burger. The St. Teresa tater tots. I drank their Absolution vodka. And for dessert, I had the hot apple pious. And they offer a kids meal too. It's a Holy Trinity meal. Comes with cooked corn, shrimp, communion cookies, and a glass of Sauvignon. I don't know if you guys can tell, but from the Zoom meeting, but I'm short. I've been short my whole life. My friends would say, don't worry, Rich, you'll shoot up. You'll shoot up. Still waiting to shoot up.
Oh, did you say shoot up?
Shoot up.
And I don't mean heroin.
Hold on, let me take a break.
Yep. My dad was 5'11". Guess whose height I took? Yorkie. And you know, I couldn't go on any of the cool rides in the amusement parks. I was stuck with the teacup ride and the merry-go-round. I did once try to get on the roller coaster, and some little dweeb about 1/3 of my age goes, "There, you got it tall enough to be on this ride." I said, "I may not be tall to go on this ride, but I'm tall enough to kick your butt." So I have a friend that's into the ocean, and he said, "Rich, if I die before you, I want be cremated. I want you to pour my ashes on the ocean." He said, "No problem." And I said, "Can you do the same for me? If I die before you, I want you to cremate me and pour my ashes in Jennifer Aniston's panty drawer." And the lottery's coming up. almost $1 billion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bought my ticket. So my friends asked me, Rich, if you win the big money, what's the first thing you're gonna buy? I said, I'm gonna buy a vasectomy. Because when this head is dumb, I mean, that head's gonna be smart. And you know, and people vote lots of things in high school, most popular, you know, best athletic. In high school, I was voted something. Most likely to piss off a Jehovah's Witness. And I just got myself a new female Asian proctologist.
Oh.
Yeah. Every exam ends a happy rear ending. And let's go back. Remember the 2007 Music Awards where Britney Spears and Madonna made out? People went out of their minds. People going, oh my God, Britney Spears is gay. Britney Spears is gay. The next morning, her publicist brought out a statement and said, Britney Spears is not gay. She's a recreational lesbian. Yeah. Cheech and Chong aren't potheads. They're just recreational tokers. And my girlfriend, I have a beautiful girlfriend. She helped me check something off my bucket list. And it's on every guy's bucket list. Me, my girlfriend, and another girl. The best 10 seconds of my life. And I got pulled over said by a police officer. He walks up to the window and goes, sir, you know you're leaving? I said, weaving officer? I don't even knit. All right, given a great audience, back to our host.
Yeah. All right, there you go. He took me off my. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, Richie. There you go. We gave you a lot of the.
I need the fake laughter. Thank you.
Yeah, come on. With your jokes, you have me working a speed bag. wait. Put on this. Put on that. Put on this. Put on that. All right, so let's continue this festivities. Let's continue. Remember, it's an open mic, so the next person going up, let's bring them in with a little bit of. Oh, I got this one. There we go. All right. Came before, she's coming again, and that's what she said. Please, round of applause for Terry Ann Zander.
Terry Ann!
All right, let me give you a copy.
Coming again. Thanks for having me, HP. It's good to be here.
Thanks for
I
coming.
got a little nervous at the beginning when Lana was talking about. I thought I was in the wrong room. I thought it was turning into a Friday night Nazi fest, but I'm glad we're back to normal here.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, watching. I don't watch the big screen. I don't like seeing myself, right? So I always do the gallery view, and I don't like seeing anybody, frankly, big screen. Well, unless there's a Zoom feature, but anyway. But I'm watching HP the whole time because he is absolutely hysterical. He's tearing up. Watching him, it's hysterical. I love watching him.
Thank you.
Oh my God!
As long as you stare at me and you don't call one of these, I'm fine.
No, we're all good. We're all good.
Good.
You know. The new president signed a lot of executive orders on day one, right? A bunch of them. And I don't know, but I'm hoping he signs an executive order. I'm kind of thinking of Lana again. I'm going back to her. You know, she's concerned about him. I am too. I'd like to see an executive order that talks about mandatory nap time. I don't know. Yeah, and Jeannie would go for that too. I know, right? Jeannie's already practicing mandatory nap time. But I think I think we could all benefit from nap time. It would, we'd be less grumpy during the day. Maybe that was the problem. That might have been the problem with our prior. Oh, and like Richie's mom, I had my second child at age 42. And yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Hey,
I won't tell you how old he is now, but he's in the other room. I'm sorry. I usually like to dress up when I perform, but you know what? Today I was feeling kind of casual and whatever, and I really think this sweatshirt brings out the color of my hair, don't you think?
Yeah.
very flattering.
Yeah.
Good sweatshirt anyways.
What's that?
What's
Well,
that?
how
It's
about
a good sweatshirt.
You like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
Court.
a Marine.
Oh, hoorah! Hoorah! Semper Fi.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
There
Love
we
it.
go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
That's for you guys.
My,
Thank you.
I knew, you and me, simpatico. Yeah. My son is a Marine, and he
Oh,
went
thank
in.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
he
your
went
service.
in. Thanks.
Thank you for your service.
He went in last February. He left last February in 2020. Did his basic, and now he's in far, far away lands doing what I don't know.
Well, hopefully.
Take this to the Philippines.
But he's safe. It's all good. It's all good.
Good.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
So, in case you don't know, I was raised Catholic. I'm adopted. I live with the nuns at Angel Guardian Home. I hail from Brooklyn.
All right,
Yeah,
Brooklyn
yeah.
in the house.
Woohoo! I live with the sisters Maria, Teresa, Rosaria, Padma, and Shaniqua. Brooklyn's always been pretty diverse. People always want to know when you're adopted. They always ask the same 3 questions, and I don't mind sharing with you guys. I feel very connected to you. They want to know how old you were, and did you ever want to find your real parents, and did you know your real name? And I'll tell you, I was 9 months old. My name was Denise, and I was a teenager once. I wanted to live with another family, preferably a rich one. And yeah, it's really not so bad. Is anybody else adopted? I think HP said you were, right?
Yeah. My mother's here to confirm that.
Yeah. She's laughing hysterically. She's like, he's full of crap.
Yeah, he's so fun.
You don't have to do that for me because I have a comeback for either way, regardless of the answer. Let's do answer number 1. For those of you who, oh, really? I'm not the only one nobody wanted. I couldn't be. It is a real time saver, though, at the doctor's office. You don't have to fill out the forms. You don't know your family history. I just take the clipboard, with the pen on the leash and say, you take a crack at it. Your guess is as good as mine. I mentioned being raised Catholic. We practiced the rhythm method for birth control because you're not allowed to the rhythm method. And actually, I practiced the quarter between the knees birth control method, and it was very effective until somebody needed change for $1. That's a new joke. I love that. Thanks for the coins. That's awesome. Oh my God.
You dropped your quarter.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me get that.
Wow, she's got a line.
It's a vending machine now. Anyway, so I'm wearing my smartwatch to bed at night. I don't know. Do you guys have smartwatches? Well, every time I roll over, it lights up. And then I realized, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to call my husband. So I sat up and I said, I texted him right away. I'll be home late. Don't wait up. I need to work on that one. That one was very good. So the other day I went to the eye doctor, and they dilate your eyes, right? And after all the exams and sitting in front of all those machines, I walked away. This is what I got out of it. I got a $218 pair of plastic sunglasses to wear home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stylish.
$218. I'll be selling them on eBay. Anybody need a cheap? Cheap. see a pair of glasses.
Give you 35.
And again, I'm thanks, Jim. Do I
Yeah,
have 35, 35,
35.
45, 45, 45, 45, 40, 40, 45. Today, hey, hooray. You know what today is? Anybody want to know what today is? Today
What's
is,
Friday.
I know that.
No.
Today, you guys are the sharpest pencils in the.
Friday.
It's been an exhausting week. It's an exhausting week. I lost my job this week. Actually, I'm gonna
Oh.
I was
come
told
on.
this week that I'm gonna lose it, and they're giving me till the end of March. So I'm glad I have comedy to fall back on.
Yeah, because
No,
forget it.
no. Must be your day job.
Oh God, I'm in big trouble. Oh shit.
So what day is today?
Huh?
What day is today?
Oh, today. Thank you, Jose.
You're
Today
welcome.
is today is National Blonde Brownie Day.
Really?
Blonde
Okay.
Brownie Day.
Nice.
Yeah. So when the show is over, make sure yours has a little something extra in it, people.
I tell you,
People who want to add a little green to your brownies, your blonde brownies. I don't know how much time I have left, but I think I'm going to leave you guys with that. Let's keep the party rolling. Thank you, Ray. See you guys.
All right. Thank you, Terry Ann. I didn't know you had a lot of change to spare.
Yeah.
There you go. And she's still dropping them. All right. So let's continue with this great Jimorama. Oops. Did I just mention the next performer? That's a little cue. Like, get ready for the sin, man. There you go. As he puts on his leather jacket because his wife is telling him, get the fuck out. On up all his boots. Yeah, there you go.
whoa. All right. Well, thanks for having us, HP, man.
No,
This is a
thank
killer
you.
show.
Thank you.
She's right on the money, man. This is so much fun every Friday.
Thank you.
If I was adopted, Terry, if I got to 18, I'd be like, thanks for having me. Check, please. I'm out.
Yeah.
You people will never see me again. But, I'm stuck with them. I thought you were talking about the brownies that sell cookies. Like there's something special about being a blonde brownie or something. I was like, that's kind of weird, man. What the hell's this world coming to? I didn't think I'm weird because I pointed out that it was weird. You know, you're gonna get us all killed, HP. You're getting us killed with this opening, for Christ's sakes. You know, you guys are all up in your freaking hidey holes up there in fucking Staten Island and Queens and shit. I'm about a half a pack of Marlboros from the first Waffle House over the Delaware Memorial Bridge, man. Yo, come up here and find me. There are stock cars on the side of houses around here, man. You know, some shit could go down. You gotta watch it, man. You gotta be careful. Mel knows what I'm talking about. You know?
Master mechanics.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. I don't know, man. I'll be right there. So my wife and I went over to the outlets. For you city people, that's where they have stores outside and, you know. You don't go in the building. That would be called the inlet. This is an outlet. You're fucking place, you know.
Almost like an outhouse.
Kind of. Yeah, it's like. But so my wife was going into the almost the Banana Republic store. They renamed it a couple weeks ago, and I stumbled into the. This is true. I stumbled into the As Seen on TV store. So
Yeah, I know. I love that store.
Ventured in there, and I walked around for a while, and I said to myself, "Not yet. I am not." I am not ready for my life to take this direction just yet. You know, maybe in a Maybe in a few years I'll pop the screens out of the windows, get a bucket of Flex Seal, and make myself a boat. But it's not today. You know? Not today. Maybe when I start wearing those Velcro shoes, you know what I mean? I'll wander into the as seen on TV and get some copper fit freaking.
Did you say
gloves
boat?
You know, clothes aren't what they used to be. I went into the Levi's, right to the, the clearance fucking table, as I'm not
Really?
paying top. Oh, come on. So, 3830s aren't what they used to be, HP, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? I got those freaking things home, and it was like trying to stuff a mattress through an airport windsock, for crying out loud. My daughter said these. I thought I was never going to see my feet again trying these pants on. Daughter said they were. My daughter said they were skinny jeans. Like, what the fuck are they? You know who wears skinny people are supposed to wear skinny jeans, not lard asses like me. Lure me in with that shit. It's depressing going to those outlets, man.
Roger, 0G, and I feel fine.
They don't make anything for guys my size. I did go into the champion store, not because I think I'm a champion. I know better. But I was looking for some of that gray Rocky workout gear. You know what I mean? That was a big hit back when Rocky came out.
Did you say Rocky?
They don't sell much of it anymore, the gray color. You know? They went to black because imagine being behind Rocky when he's doing the downward dog in the yoga class, just the... The problem is the ass sweat, which is why the suit was invented. For men. On a hot day, the suit jacket covers the sweat stain coming in from your ass. And Rocky probably... Rocky.
That's ass sweat music.
I can't believe we just went there.
I don't know. I feel like the internet is mocking me. It was just an ad. I was waiting for the show. It said functional nutrition coach. I'm like, what the fuck is that, man? I'm delaying my New Year's resolution, man. It's like I'm buying the clothes. Eventually, I'll donate them to some homeless jazzercise class or something. But what I do is I buy all the shit. It's like I was actually going to get some 25-pound dumbbells at the outlets, but I was too lazy to carry them to the car. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm ready for the recreational marijuana. What does that mean anyway? Like, we're all going to get high and go play fucking tennis or something? I mean, what is that do some recreational activities. I can get high. I just want to stare at like a fluorescent panther picture or something and listen to some Led Zeppelin.
Did you say panther?
You got everything. You got everything in that Jeff in the Box, man. You got everything in that fucking thing. Jesus. Well, welcome to New York, everybody. It's Penn Station is looking really good. I don't know if anybody. Come on up and go on the Circle Line. It'll be a great trip. You'll have
Did
a
you
good
say
time.
Penn Station?
Yes. My buddy called me and he said, I'm worried about you. I said, why? He goes, well, you go through Penn Station every day. I say, yes, I do. But I think I'm low on the, I don't think they're going to attack me first. Maybe, but I don't think so. He said, well, I saw a video. You have to make yourself, it's like, robbing houses, right? Don't plant bushes next to the windows, keep the lights on, that kind of stuff. I just walk around looking like, that kind of thing. But seriously, he said to me, I saw a video of a guy giving it to a Hawaiian guy right in Penn Station. They were having sex. There had to be some kind of vagrant mixer that they had or something, on the platform there, to bring everybody
What's up,
together.
New York?
What's
When
up?
you're riding a train or bus.
I was like, first of all, thanks for the warning, but how do you know the guy was Hawaiian? Right? Who would come to? They're from Hawaii. You know what was it? His Did he have a Hawaiian shirt on? What was it specifically?
What gave it away?
I know what freaking gave it away, Mel. I don't know. It's I'll leave it. It's time to take the goddamn Christmas lights down. I can tell you that. I don't know. You know, I don't think he's coming back. I was gonna wait till Easter, but
5, 4,
3, 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Take down the lights.
Divided by, no, I actually we just we wait for them to fall off the house, HP. Round them up then, but I love you, brother. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Peace be with you, man.
Thank
Peace
you.
be with you.
All right. Thank you very
hold
much,
on,
Jim.
hold on. Hey, let me just show your dad something real quick. See,
Where are you? Oh,
I
there you
respect the Marines very much, but this is what we did in the Navy. We just for 4 years. For 4 years, we impersonated Elvis on this ship every day.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you for posing tough. He's like, this is what Elvis would have looked like in Vegas if he had on this uniform. Okay, thank you for your service, Jim. I appreciate it because, hey, what can I say? I'm not there. All right.
I had to wait till I could pass the drug test, HP. You know what I mean? That's all.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
I get them every time. Okay, so let's continue with the festivities. Let's bring up in order. We're gonna do oh yes, I know which one we're gonna bring up. Okay, she is that's why I was taking so long, by the way, okay, because I was really waiting for her to come in, and we're gonna give her one of these. Because it was like the Hawaii Five-0 waiting for her to come in. Please, round of applause for Helene Witt, everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hey.
I'm a bit of a dinosaur. I couldn't get in. I could hear you, but I couldn't get in. Thank you for waiting for me. And thank you for calling me Hawaiian. I wasn't in Penn Station dressed like a man fucking that other guy that you just I'm sorry. Sorry, Mrs. Gillo, bad school teacher cursing like this. Well, what I wanted to show you today was I needed to make some masks in a hurry. And I'm so glad my brother was married 4 times because I got these yarmulkes, you know, when you just get it. Wedding, it has your name in it. The first silk ones, cheap flimsy ones. Then there were the satin ones. And then nowadays, look at this kind. Suede with a little bobby pin because my brother's bald now. So 4 times so I could make a mask.
Suede. That's how you keep it on. Suede.
What'd you say?
That's how you keep it on, suede. If you have nothing to clip it on. Okay, I got it.
I think what you're adding is funnier than my routine. So I wanted to tell you a story. Jean Kim heard the story already, but I'll tell the rest. Some of you never heard it. I have a friend who has a podcast. In fact, all my friends have a podcast, but one of them loved this comic. I'm not going to tell you his name, but she wanted him on her podcast. And I sometimes recruit people for her podcast because I'm a nerd. So in the summer, I asked this famous comic in his messenger on his Facebook if he would do her podcast. And he said, contact me between November, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Well, if you know me, I don't forget things. So Thanksgiving night, before Thanksgiving Eve, I contacted him. He said, look, it's the night before Thanksgiving. You're a little pushy. I said, you're right. I'll give you space. So Thanksgiving Day, there I was asking him, looking at Mel, see if I'm funny, to ask, are you ready for your interview between Thanksgiving and Christmas? So he said, you know, we're sitting down to dinner. So what happens next? His father passes away at 94. I'm going to give him space for that too. So what did I do? I visited him for his shiva. He sits, for Jews sit for a week to, blah, blah. So I wasn't rude. I waited till the end of his shiva. The last day there, I was sitting there. Hi, it's me, Helene Witt. I know you don't know me in person. My Facebook is 50 years old with John Lennon in my nose. So he was getting up from the shiva. They call that getting up from the shiva. So then I said, well, are you ready for the interview? He said, no, I'm not ready. But listen, let your friend's producer reach my publicist. Producer, my friend has 3 people who watch it. She has 2 coffee cans with a fishbowl in the middle, holding up the whole friggin' operation. There's no Larry King with his balls in the toilet water. Like they say, T-Badge. No, this isn't an hour and a half. You could have done it by now. It's a 3-minute interview. You could have done it by now. So he said, who's your people? Contact my people. So she emails the producer, and who answers? A male, and not even the woman producer, someone else. So I said, listen, are you going to do this? You could have done it by now. We've spent 20 minutes. You could have done the interview by now. He says, next year I'll do it. I said, next year? You mean 2022? Well, I'm busy with my book, my screenplay, and my other book. So I said, look, I'm talking about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. So he writes LOL, like I didn't mean 2022, I meant this year. Well, when? So what happens? Our friend, some of us have a friend who's a very good comic. He uses Yiddish words, and this comic had Yiddish words in this book. My friend was too tired, he took it out of the library. So anyway, he said, Helene, send him my 5-minute video from Gladys's birthday. So I send the guy, the comic, true story, 5 minutes of our friend. And you know what the guy writes back to me, Mel? And I watched that 5-minute video, but I also watched his 10-minute YouTube video. I said, let me get this straight. You spent 15 minutes looking at my friend's video with the Yiddish, but you couldn't ever do this friggin' interview. The punchline of the whole story is he thinks I'm so persistent that he had me work for his wife and him one weekend, calling the phone company, the tax place, the COVID vaccine, waiting on phone. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Wow. She came aboard to release her stress. All right. That's for you, Elaine. Nice. Now I remember that every time Helene asks me to do something, do it. Because if not,
I'll scoot you to death.
Oh yeah, and 2 a.m, I'm gonna probably hear. Huh?
Hello.
Answer. Okay. All right. So let's continue going. I'm gonna bring this up here. I'm gonna bring up this music because he is new for tonight's HP Free Zoom open mic. So please let me get this going to give him a warm and friendly feeling. Please, round of applause for Michael Friedman, everybody. Hold on.
Helene, those yarmulkes, I got a funny story about that. I went to a funeral and I was wearing one, and I was at the grave site, and a wind came, and I have no hair over here, so nothing to hold it on. It blew right into the grave.
Oh.
But anyway, let me tell you a little about myself. So my day job is I repair X-ray machines.
Oh.
One time, I accidentally left a wrench on the X-ray table. I felt really bad for that guy. They rushed into surgery. Another time, this guy comes in, he's complaining about abdominal pain. So they X-ray him, and they noticed he had a Coke bottle enlarged in his rectum. So the doctor goes to consult the wife, and the wife starts flipping out. That's impossible. We only drink Pepsi. So anyway, being in the X-ray business, I know about anatomy. And did you know that the human hand here, it's made up of 27 small bones.
Wow.
But when I'm bored and lonely, mine seems to have 28. So anyway, it's New Year's resolution. Every year I'm gonna lose weight. This year I went to do the Nutrisystem diet. So I order a month's supply, and these 4 boxes show up on my front door. In 2 hours, I finished all 4 boxes. I was still hungry. So I started eating my Weight Watchers meals. Like I said, I'm a pretty big guy, and one time I took one of these little commuter flights, and all of a sudden the pilot gets on and goes, well, Michael Friedman, please move to the center of the plane. Just circled Newark 7 times. Anyway, when I go to the doctor, I seem to have 2 problems: high blood pressure and enlarged prostate. So I told the doctor, hey, doc, if you check my prostate first, my pressure will be good. As I'm getting up there in age, other things aren't getting up there. So he gives me a prescription for this Viagra. Yeah. I go back to him, I'm like, doc, these pills, they're not working. And he's all baffled. He's like, really? Do you have a picture of your wife? So I show him a picture of my wife. And I'm tripling your dose. No, but seriously, I'm married almost 24 years, and I got a little nickname for my wife. It's Tamara. Tamara. I just wish it's older she would have said Tamara. 24 years. The only thing this woman's ever blown was the engine in a car. You know, she's a great cook. She makes a meatloaf. I call it a mystery meat. Every bite has a different flavor. You know, for my birthday, she goes, Mike, what would you like for dinner? So I'm thinking, make me some surf and turf. So she runs in the kitchen. She makes me a tuna and a bologna sandwich. You know these Japanese steaks, like $100 a pound. Bring them home for Labor Day, and she cooks it, right? And she burns the damn thing. It's a piece of shoe leather. Oh, I go, what the heck did you do? This is $100 down the drain. She goes, I was in a rush. Like, how did you do in a rush? You would have been cooked correctly. You know, she recently got COVID, and somehow I didn't get any. I didn't even get it. It's pretty weird. But the landscaper got it. The mailman got it, and even my rabbi.
Oh, wow.
I honestly wish I did get COVID. This way I wouldn't have to taste the cooking.
Oh.
You know, I took her to a football game last year, and she goes, Mike, how many quarters are there in a game? And I'm like thinking, wow. Even my girlfriend knows the answer to that question. Yeah, she loves to spend my money too. One time she spent $800 on a tattoo. I must admit, very nice, very good quality. I just wish it wasn't on a boyfriend. She's finally gonna get a job. She got an interview at Costco for one of these seasonal positions. Too bad she wanted holidays off. You know, she's like a big chatterbox, diarrhea mouth. The other night she goes to me, is that my time?
No.
Oh. The other night, no, it's a chatterbox. The other night she goes to me, Mike, we got to do something about our daughter. She's flunking in math, and unless we get her a tutor, she's going to flunk. And that's while she was sleeping. You know, I took this ride and I was sitting in traffic and like 10-hour drive and I'm exhausted. And we finally get to the exit. I turn off and I make this left. And every time I make a left, I hear this thump. I'm like, oh man, what the heck's wrong with my car? I look over, there's my wife sleeping. Every time I make a left, her head's hitting the window. Oh. I circled the block all night long. Next morning, she wakes up and she's like, Mike, I think I'm getting dementia. Who's Mike? You know, the only thing this woman's ever cleaned was my bank account. I'll leave you with this. Being married to her takes a certain type of blood. Be positive. I'm all negative. Thank you for having me. This is a lot of fun.
All right, thank you, guy. Appreciate you coming aboard. Michael Friedman, everybody. Thank you very much for making them feel at home. All right.
Yeah.
So here we go with the Boy Go Burger. Okay, so let's bring up another one here. Let's bring up one of these because I got them all written down, so that way we're not listening. Yeah. He's already moving and grooving. Please, round of applause for Gene. Gene, everybody. Yeah.
Hello, HC.
Hey.
That was me saying taka taka taka.
Ah.
Hello, HC parents. So, Terry was talking about adoption. You know, I grew up in Ohio, and when I was 16 years old, I wrote a letter to our town millionaire, Les Wexner. He owns the Limited and Express stores, and I asked him to adopt me. And you know, people are like, wasn't your mom upset when she found out? And I said, no, she helped me write the letter. So we're all like missing the stage and everything, but you know, like I'm watching everybody and everybody's like clapping like this. I'm afraid like when I go back on stage, I'm gonna forget like certain things because I'm so used to the Zoom etiquette, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna show up to the club. I'm gonna forget to have my pants on. I'm always gonna clap like this right in front of my face because I think I'm gonna clap. Yeah, and then when there's like a bad comic, I'm gonna say, "Can I mute? How do I?" So yeah, I was watching the inauguration on Wednesday, you know, like everyone else. And I have to say, it was very refreshing to see A-list talents like J-Lo and Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of relying on the star powers of Chachi and My Pillow guy. I mean, what's the claim to fame for the My Pillow guy? Like, you know, he stuffs like, you know, foam and lots of it into cotton sacks. And I know Chachi was in Happy Days, but what has he done lately? I'm just saying. So I know I always bring this picture out, but I'm gonna do it one more time. My picture with Joe Biden.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
President Joe Biden. Yeah. And I'm also bringing it out because over the years, people have asked, where is his other hand? And I just want to say, after the January 6th insurrection, who cares? I mean, you know, like, you know, what's a little bit of, you know, buttocks fondling and they got ass teasing, you know, compared to like, yeah, like inciting a mob and storming the Capitol and using our democratic freedoms. I mean, I'm willing to take a little bit of ass groping and take one for the team. Yeah, so yeah, make a note of that.
Gene, where's your hand in the picture? That's what I was wondering. Where's your other hand?
Yeah, we both look pretty happy, huh? Yeah, so I've been like, you know, I've been on this weight loss app in the new year called Noom. So
Ooh.
I'm not just zooming, but I'm nooming. And, yeah, you know, I got engaged in the summer, and we're trying to set this wedding date for July 4th, so that so that it's like a motivational target goal to lose weight.
The hell was that?
Sounded like a locker room or something. And we set this wedding date, you know, well, we thought by July, you know, people might be able to gather a little bit together. But the other reason is because in my mind, you know, a bride should be like rib cage protruding, anorexic on their wedding day. And, I mean, even if they massively pig out the day after, Mel, don't worry, I'll keep the ass. Yeah, even if yeah, I know how to keep the ass. So.
Mel's an ass man.
Yeah, who said that?
We got you cornered, Mel.
Oh yeah, I'll have to borrow Terry's order. Yeah.
Mention an ass and he'll go.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I actually am gonna try. I'm like 20 pounds thinner here, so that's about what I'm going for.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what my President Joe Biden weight. Yeah, so we've been doing you know, it's hard to do date night these days with the pandemic. You know, because where do you go? Everything's closed. Yeah. So the other day, we started off by going to get our COVID test. Yeah, because, you know, it's nice to get a little nasal penetration, you know. To foreplay these days. That's pandemic foreplay. Yeah, and then we did some outdoor dining, which, you know, when it's below 32 degrees and there's like snowflakes outside, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we had our gloves on, we had our earmuffs on. We're like, you know, wearing Gore-Tex coats all the way down to the bottom of our feet. But yeah, we by the Staten Island ferry. Yeah, the only thing is you have to eat very fast. So, okay. Thank you, everyone.
All right,
All right, there we go. Thank you, Gene. And remember, chew your food. Don't eat it so fast because you don't want anybody going over there to unchoke you in ice. Because that's no good. Come on. The Heimlich maneuver while everybody's freezing, that's not going to go. All right. Okay. I can't believe you go out eating. I don't even eat. I don't even cook here and eat close to the door. Are you kidding me? All right, let's continue this Laugh-A-Rama Fest. All right, let me bring up some nice, cool music for this next guy. He was going in and out like he was, I don't know, like he was already in a hooker home. Please, let's put this on. All right, he's going in and out like he's trying to get into the presidency again. everybody. There we go.
Gente presente.
Well,
My peoples, I'm blessed. HP, thank you.
Thank
Let's
you.
give a round of applause to our host. He's been doing
Oh,
the bang
thank you,
up
thank
job.
you.
He's got the hits with the sound effects. Yo, you've been on key,
Thank you.
man. And Jim, oh my God, dude. I thought I saw you getting pulled out the other day and shit, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's not Jim. He doesn't wear camouflage. Off the airplane over there in Florida. Oh, I have 4 children. How many children? 3. You get confused when your balls are in a pinch because that's the only way you learn things nowadays. You can't listen to advice. You know, you just gotta wait till the oligarchs are there, you know, beating on your door, grabbing you by your scrotum and just telling you, can we drive this spike through your testicles?
That was good.
Yo, my peoples, I wish I was adopted. Believe me, I was trying to make calls to people. You know, hey, could you adopt me? Could you adopt me? Because I think I'm with a bunch of bipolar people. And are you rich, by the way? Because you know we don't drive. I was one of those. I was making calls, writing letters to Santa and shit. And all I was getting was the 5150 calls. Yeah, busy signal.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
This is what happens when you deal with a spoiled Puerto Rican. You know, I was breastfed too long, wiped till about the age of 7, and these are the results. I'm like one of those rich kids without the lacrosse and the raping.
Oh.
I'm a gentleman. You know, I just use a penis pump. And it's just to impress, it's just to get it all veiny and shit, but it deflates. You can't keep it too long. 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I sound like a cow when it deflates. Ladies, please forgive me, but I don't believe in that Me Too moment. Where's Lionel Richie's sister? I swear to God, she only poked the hornets, you know, when it came to liberal people and people that would have got, you know, Biden about 15 million people.
Roger, 0G, and I feel fine.
But when it came to the Trumps of the world and all these repubs, crickets.
What, did you say crickets?
Yes, I did. God, I was in the wilderness, cold. I swear to God, I felt like I peed in my pants, and I didn't have no change of underwears. And I was hoping that I had one of those, you know, those pee in a cup. You ever seen it? Jim, you know what I'm talking about. You're a survivalist out there with those guys in those 4x4s. Do they all carry AR-15s? I'm just curious and shit, because I got some bullets to sell. Hey, is that gonna get me in trouble with ATF?
I thought he said books. We don't buy books. We don't have any.
You buy books? Oh, look, I got Bibles to sell. You guys are close to Pennsylvania, by any chance? I heard they clutch them tight and shit, and it gets cold. So I was speaking about Santa. I wrote him a letter. I wanted to get adopted, right? And then, you know, he wrote me back with a lump of coal. And I've been sad ever since, and I swear to God, I'm over it. So now I'm like thinking of recalling my $19.95 per week that I've been giving to Shriners and shit, and I'm gonna tell them, take this shitty fucking blanket, because a teddy bear, really? And I was gonna tell Caleb, hey Caleb, what's up, buddy? And his farm would have broke 15 surgeries now.
I finally understand what Mel's saying. This Shriner. I've been watching that commercial forever.
Shriners, come on, man. You know, the Moroccans with the hats. Because it's always, you know, it's always one of the afflicted, you know, peoples of the world that come to America and thrive, you know. And Shriners is one of them. You know, I was gonna, you know, retaliate on, you know, the other one.
What other?
The one that's over here in Queens, but I said, nah, their commercials.
I don't know.
That's what you said you understood.
Oh, you don't know which hospital I'm talking
Oh yeah,
about?
I do. I do.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
I just didn't want to say the name because I love them. They're cool. I used to donate.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
And that's what happens when you donate and you spend time, helping people out and shit, and you get nothing back but a lump of coal and shit. And then I start thinking maybe I get one of those AR-15s and I sell it for parts because I heard that right now we're doing good things with Saudi Arabia and Iran and Iraq, and we're gonna get back into the peace deal. And all of this to say that, this is what happens when you got like loose radicals and you don't sleep well. And the penis pump doesn't work because it cuts the circulation off. Because at a certain point, you got to get it too swollen. So, you can take those nice pictures and shit and send them out to people. Because, I have a plan. I've never been one to like sit idle and shit. And I figured I'm going to take this FaceTime idea and I'm going to have FaceTime sex. And it's going to be an app. And I'm going to have people wake up to my masturbation every day. And they're going to see this veiny thing.
Make that penis pump into a bong, Mel.
I'm trying
that
to.
Come on.
Veiny thing.
I was able to, back in the day before I got married and shit, because this is the thing about, women that and Helene, you got to take note. I got married to a girl on a Saturday, and then some guy told me, hey, come into my house, turn on my lights and turn on my gas and shit. And I was wondering, is that what happened to you that day? But yeah, so this girl who became my wife convinced me that, hey, you know what? I don't like your uncircumcised penis, and I want you to cut it off.
Oh,
because I want you to be like the Hebrew. And I'm like, okay, sure. Like a schmuck, I went ahead and I got it cut at Long Island College Hospital and shit. And I got 4 inches. And that's why I use a penis pump. That's why I'm frustrated. And I want my 1995 back. My people. This was a fast one. Thank you.
All right.
Low bandwidth.
all right. Thank you, Mel. I know you come
All right,
aboard,
Mel.
and now I hope you are ready for the weekend.
Am I?
As I
got the Henny.
Oh yeah, look at. She has the Terry Ann has the rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
You're the one.
You only slipped.
You baby time, lots of fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you.
All righty, let's
Alrighty.
continue. Yes, Jim, my co-host.
We just think the same. Huh?
Yeah. All right,
Hey,
so
G,
let's.
can I say something? One more thing, please, please. To my LCN brother Kenny, rest in peace, man. Great soldier. Can I get a motorcycle for that one?
You want a motorcycle? Oh, now he's asking for.
Appreciate that.
Wait,
Nah,
wait.
serious.
Oh, you gotta. I
bastard.
can't wait. Hold on. I gotta look for it now. I got homework to do now. There you go.
I love you.
All right, there you go.
That
That's
means-
for
that means
that's
a
for
lot.
him. I love you, Mel. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it going. All righty, this is getting really good. All right, so let's keep going with this festivity. Let's give him one of these because he's been waiting all year long, and this song is called Year Long. It's a little lengthy, only because I want to torture him by keeping him on later so he can yawn. Please, everybody, you know him, you love him. Jeff Greenberg.
Hey.
All right.
Hello, everybody. All right. Yeah. I haven't had this much excitement on Friday night since Sanford and Son was on, back
I love that show.
HP, what were you talking about? Sully Sullenberger, what was it? The
The
10-year
captain.
anniversary
Yeah,
of
the
landing of
miracle. Yep.
Yeah,
Miracle on the Hudson.
Yeah, you know how they had a movie about him, and it made him seem like he was so cool in the cockpit. He knew what he was doing, calm and cool. I want to know the real story. You know,
What?
like when he was flying that plane, all right, he was probably going. And I want to tell you something. After it was all said and done, I wanted to see if somebody could check his underwear, you know? Really should be called Soily Soilenberger. That's really his name.
One small step for man.
Let's see. We had the inauguration this week, you know. Like I said, I like to preface everything. When I start doing a little political humor here and there, I just want to let everybody know I'm not for anybody, against anybody. I don't care about politics. I just try to make a little light of things, so I don't hold anything against me. You know, again, just let me know when they're going to come after me take me to the train station.
Welcome home, Columbia.
I'll be hiding under my bed. So we're watching the inauguration on TV. You know, my wife's sitting on the couch and I'm sitting in my chair, and she's watching that young woman with the inspirational poetry, and she's crying, getting all emotional and everything like that. You know, and I'm sitting there writing masturbation jokes for a Zoom comedy night. You know, oh God.
Amanda Gorman.
Yeah, Amanda Gorman. She was very good, you know.
Very good.
But they could have kept it short. Instead of this long, drawn-out poem, couldn't she have just said, "Roses are red, violets are blue"? You know, Joe Biden's president, Trump, not you. You know. Then we found out that Trump did leave a letter. You know, letter in an envelope.
Yeah, I showed it to you.
Yeah. I think that the FBI was checking for like anthrax or something like that. Hey, don't open that letter, Joe. It might have been a ransom note, like, oh, where's Joe? You know, there's something like, want Joe back. Yeah. People are, always wondering, okay, Joe Biden's now president. What are things are going to be changed? You know, what kind of laws, all kinds of executive orders, things that people always wondering what's going to happen. You know, in the day of inauguration, all I was thinking about, like, who's going to cut his meat at lunch? You know. Oh my God. So let's see. And then how, Trump wanted that big send off, at the he wanted the military band, and he wanted all kinds of the 21 gun salute, this and that. And the Defense Department said they'll have nothing of it originally. They said but they did approve a barbershop quartet for the What's this deal with Mike the Pillow Guy, for God's sakes? You know, what is I'm saying to myself, this guy was talking about it like a martial law, martial law that Trump. And I'm going to tell you that I really was very suspicious of Mike the Pillow Guy. I really think he's a terrorist. I think he's part of a sleeper cell. And actually, at one time he was talking. Trump was talking with Mike the Pillow Guy, and Trump said, "Do you think we should throw in the towel?" And Mike said, "Only if you buy 4 sets of sheets." Oh, and that. Did you hear what happened this morning on the Senate floor? Chuck Schumer, instead of saying incite an insurrection, he said incite an erection. All I know is, based on all the times I've gone to the urologist, I haven't had an erection in sight in 2 years. Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, so actually Friday nights used to be date night, until I started doing HP Comedy Zoom for the last few months. I said to my wife, I said, yeah, I feel bad. Friday nights used to be date night for us. And she said, well, it's still date night for me. Because that guy into the door. Oh my God. It's Mike the. Oh my God! It's Mike the pillow guy with a.
She knows me.
Oh, let's see. Let's go. So let's see who's in the room tonight. We got Richie the Head. Richie the Head.
Richie the Head.
Yeah. If Richie was a stock, you'd sell him. You'd sell it short. You know what I mean? Oh my God. And then we have HP's parents.
Yeah.
Ron and Mrs. HP there sitting in front of me. I could have sworn I saw them in the Capitol during the insurgents, sitting in front of Nancy Pelosi's laptop before it was started. Come on. Oh my God. And what's this about? I was watching this insurrection, all these crazy people that are storming the White House. They interviewed half the people. They thought they were going to a Walmart doorbuster. No, they didn't realize it was. And then, and this one guy had a T-shirt on that said Camp Auschwitz on it. A T-shirt with Camp Auschwitz.
Yeah.
And I was shocked. I said, wait a second, it's 35 degrees out there. Put on a sweatshirt, for God's sake. I don't get it. Here it is. We're short on all kinds of PPE and ventilators and masks and this and that. We're trying to get people to convert their factories, to make all this stuff. Meanwhile, there's a factory making the Camp Auschwitz shirts, What goes on in that factory? Hey, Bill, you got those 500 Camp Auschwitz shirts ready, How do these guys that are wearing the shirts, how do they walk into like an IHOP and, how do they get served before, like the morning of the insurrection? How do they get served? Oh, anybody get vaccinated yet? Any vaccines?
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, they're running low now on vaccines. They're running low. In fact, New York completely ran out. So, said no more vaccines. However, he did say that Dwayne Reed has plenty of fleet enemas in stock. So, and here's another thing too. They say they have these vaccine centers open up in New York 24/7. You can go in to get a vaccine at 24/7. Now, I said to myself, if you walk into one in the Bronx at 3 a.m, what kind of person is giving you that vaccine? This isn't like a regular nurse. This is probably some 88-year-old retired candy striper who can't even see your arm. Who's jamming your chair. Okay. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to let everybody get back down to the planet. All right, Jeff. Back to HP.
Thank you very much, Jeff. I appreciate you for getting the COVID after you see that the needle is pretty much clean. Gotta tell you that. Okay, all right. They give me one. All right, so we're down to the all right. We made it through tonight's festivities. Okay, this one is gonna go out to my dear co-host, my dear. I gotta look for it. That's why I'm stalling. My dear Presidente, my dear producer, he finally got and he took Captain Sully's headphones, please. There we go. Siempre presente. Round of applause for Jose Angel Diaz. Yeah. Ta-ta-da. Wait for it. Wait for it.
for HP and his wonderful music selection in the beginning of the show.
Oh,
Wow,
thank
love
you.
it, love it, love it.
Yes.
I don't know how many of you noticed that he was playing a little bit of Tito Puente in his medley. Did you notice that?
Thank
Little
you.
Puentes.
Tito Puente. I think Maria Teresa knows what I'm talking about because I've danced with Tito Puente.
Nice.
I didn't dance with him personally, but I danced with his band because I don't know if you ever Tito Puente back in the day. Maria Teresa knows, and all the Latinos, maybe Mel Cruz, they know that Tito Puente at one time used to play 5 timbales at one time.
Very talented man.
Very talented man. But one time I was in Roseland on 52nd Street and Broadway. Tito Puente and his band were there. They were playing, but Tito Puente that night only had 2 timbales.
Wow.
2 timbales. So he's playing his timbales. I'm dancing up in the front. I go, "Ay, Tito!" Remember, 95% of the shit I say is true. This is absolutely good. Ay, Tito! Where's your other timbales? He goes, "Míralos aquí." So when he did that, I go, "Ay, Tito." Where's Lana? Lana left?
Yeah, she
Lana
left a long
came,
time
she
ago.
did her early set, and she left.
Boom, boom, boom.
What was that dance she said came back in the 90s? Anybody remember?
Swing. Big band swing, I think.
Big band
The
swing.
swing,
That's
big
right.
band swing. Big band swing came. I'm waiting for the alley cat. How many remember the alley cat in the Charleston? Right back in the day, in school, they taught you how to do the alley cat and the Charleston on the Vitrola. Now all they're teaching the kids how to do is twerk. Nothing. Terry Ann, I thank you. Your son, thank him for his service.
Thank you.
Thank you for his service. I was never in the military myself. My oldest brother was in the Army. My other brother was in the Marine Corps. I was never even in the Boy Scouts.
Oh.
Lucky.
Where are
I
you?
was in a couple of Girl Scouts once.
I'm trying to find you.
Thank you, Terry Ann. I got nothing from HP. Nothing from it. Oh, good. That means I didn't need a sound effect.
It was the cookies.
You know, you were talking about the rhythm method, right? Right? The Catholics used the rhythm method. In the 2000s, they call it a good pull-out game. Thank you. Jim. Skinny jeans, 3830, 3830. When I was growing up, they call those hip huggers. Remember those? Every technician wore one when they came to your house to fix your phone, right? The crack of their ass and you showing hip huggers, baby. And you talked about
Must have been plumbers.
fluorescent. Who had a fluorescent panther?
I have that.
Right? Did you have a black light to go with that fluorescent panther?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the black light? The black light that showed all the dandruff on your clothes before you left to go to a party?
Oh, damn.
One time I was at a club, I had this girlfriend, I used to date her, and we're dancing under the black light, and one of her teeth was purple.
Oh, damn.
So when I talked to her the next day, I said, you know, while we were dancing, I noticed that one of your teeth was purple. What's up with that? She had a fake tooth, and it just glows because of the paste. Jim, they knew they were Hawaiian by the tattoo on his member. He had a tribal tattoo.
Oh,
I saw that video.
I didn't see it.
Oh. Where's Helene? Helene. You'll get it. Helene had all those yarmulkes, right? She said her brother had to wear when he was bald, so he had to use a pin. Where the hell did he hold a pin onto his ear? Because if you're bald and got no hair, it doesn't hold, it just flies off into the grave like Michael.
Oh.
Wait, Helene, you're muted.
Helene. I'll wait.
He had 2 hairs, my brother.
2 hairs.
He couldn't use a
He
pin.
had 2 hairs.
So, Gina, you mentioned everybody that was singing at the inaugural. right? Except for one, the country western singer, right? There was a country western singer
Garth
singing there,
Brooks.
Yeah.
right? Garth Brooks. Now, many years ago, 1991, I happened to be in California. I went to go see the Johnny Carson show. And when I get there, Johnny Carson's not there.
Oh.
It's Jay Leno.
Ah.
And Jay Leno at the time was a rookie, so he was his own opening act, right? He would go warm up the crowd and then go do the show. And then he said some guy was coming on. All the girls went apeshit. I said, who? They said Garth Brooks. I said, who the hell is Garth Brooks? Who knew? Who knew? It's funny how Jeannie talked about getting engaged and she's going to get married. And I noticed that women, when they're about to get married, the lies start early. Right? The lies start early because I've been to the gym with many a woman, right, that are working out 6 days a week so they can fit into their wedding dress.
Yeah.
I need to fit into this size 2. Stop lying. Buy the dress your size. All I can say to Jeff Greenberg is, Elizabeth!
Where is Jeff? Jeff left.
Did he leave?
Yeah, I
Remember
think-
back at night, he talked about anthrax, right? Remember after 9/11, right? Anthrax was a big thing. They didn't want you to open envelopes. They didn't want you to touch all that white powdery stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe people were still doing cocaine bought in pyramid paper. It's a white powder in paper.
I got that. Colombian got that.
Oh, the Colombians got that. All right, so we had the inauguration. We won't have another one for another 4 years. A lot of you guys were watching, and I wasn't watching the inauguration. I took a little nap, right? I took a nap. I had my phone near me. I was waiting for a silver alert. Silver alert. 78-year-old man just thrown into a white van by guys dressed up in army uniforms. That's what I was expecting. No, actually, I watched some of it the night before. You know, Joy Reid was interviewing Nancy Pelosi one night, right? The next day, all these octogenarians were wearing fuck me pumps. Did you see them?
Yes.
I was waiting for one of them to break a heel and break a hip at the same time.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
So you look like I annoyed you with that one.
Because it didn't match the joke. It's a
I'm trying.
Give me hospital music for a broken hip. I don't know what that is.
Okay, here. There you go.
So HP, you're right. It is customary. It is customary for the president, the sitting president, to leave a letter for the incoming president. Now, I didn't know if he was going to leave one or not, and I didn't know if he was going to write it with a Sharpie on loose leaf paper, because now who the hell is going to be able to read that shit? Because Sharpies bleed. One time I thought about being a graffiti artist, right? Remember back in the day when they used to, like, I saw one time, Mel would know this guy, Stay High. His name was Stay High. He would write, Stay High. Smoking isn't a pleasure. Why bother? I saw him tag that was on the tray. But me, I was a low-level graffiti artist, right? I did it with a flare pen.
Oh.
Remember a flare? And I didn't do it big. I would have flare and I would write the Suave Rican 79, real small so nobody could see it.
Suave Rican.
Suave Rican.
That was my name back in the day. Tate quieto.
Creative.
So I'm wondering what that letter would have said. Now, HP, you showed your letter, but I'm thinking that letter might have said something different. It might have said, Dear Sleepy, I won in a landslide. If it wasn't for Claiborne and Dominion, I would have got all the black vote. Because you know what? I have done more for the black people and the Mexicans and the women than Abraham Lincoln. Actually, Joe Biden said that the letter was very generous. The letter was very generous. You know, he gave it to Christopher Wray.
Yeah.
Because he thought it might be a bribe. $7 billion, if you pardon me, Joe. Well, he knows he hasn't got the money. You know, Sean Spicer was on Fox News yesterday. He said that Donald Trump had a much bigger crowd than Joe Biden.
Oh, where?
At the inaugural. He said,
Oh.
"Thank you,
What do you think?
thank you, Hunan." You notice? Did you say, HP? You were talking about Donald Trump doing his last hurrah, right? His last thing. Did you know it was a bringer show? He had to invite. He said, "Bring 5 people," and he got all of 27 people, including his family.
Crazy.
So I think he had. You know, last week they were talking about all the choices that the POTUS, the soon-to-be ex-POTUS, had. All the choices he had to get out. Right. One was he could resign, which he didn't do.
No.
The second one was the 25th Amendment, which Mike Pence wouldn't do.
Right.
The third was a peaceful transition. Well, that shit didn't happen either, did it? Right? Or he could have waited until the inauguration was over, and at 12:01, the DC police would have came and dragged his ass out. Through Black Lives Matter Plaza, right? And they would have handed him a Bible, and they would have said, "Here, read this. You're gonna have the time." You know that he left early, right? So he wouldn't have to be at the inauguration, and he took the football and the plane.
Yeah.
That's like the kid you don't pick to be on your team when you're going to play. And he goes, "Well, I'm taking my ball home." Bring the plane back. Bring the plane back. He took the ball home, the football.
It is.
So I'm thinking about all this shit going on, and I'm thinking, you know what? It reminds me of a bad Marvel movie.
Okay.
Right? A bad Marvel movie, because every time you watch a Marvel movie, they talk about the event.
Yeah.
It was the event, right? Like, they're always talking about something that happened in the past. So 20 years from now, we'll be talking about the event of 2006, where all those people from outer space, like the guy with the horns and the fur coat and the tattoos, and the tie wraps, and the laptop, and the hairspray, the bear spray. Henceforth and always forever. Wow, go ahead, HT, say it.
I was looking for a bear.
Well, if you're looking for a bear, you got to go down to the village. Again, Biden said it was a generous letter, very generous. $1 million. Hey, I gotta go. You guys have been fun. It's been fun.
Right.
Hey,
Hey, ho, ho, bring him out. Here we go. All right. Thank you guys for showing up.
show.
You've been great. Hey, guys out there watching us, Karen, I hope you had a great time. And Cologne and everybody who's just participated and adding music to the background by going, "Put your sister in the fucking bed." You know, what the fuck? I appreciate you, all of that. I appreciate you for staying up so late on a Friday night, but what the hell? They told us to stay indoors because there's no more vaccines and we got to wait. All right. So there you go. So we got to do that. So, you know, when we hear this, okay, and when we hear this means that we had a great time. And thank you again. Come back next Friday between 8:30 and to whenever Jose finishes. Please, round of applause for him again. All right, there we go. That's Jose. All right, here we go. You know what that means? That means we had a fun time. Invite yourselves back, please. Terry Ann, you wonderful. Maria, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Michael, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Everybody, Elaine, my mother, I'll talk to you in a minute. Thank you very much. And remember to exit out because that's it. That's it, guys. Woo.
Hey!